Glenn Yong! Why he shirtless? Just let Leighton Hartono sing lah.
It's my life, it's not other people's life.
When you say hard work, what does it actually look like? Because you actor memorize line then.
I was person A for like at least 5-6 gigs before I actually got like
Do you still read the comment section and does it still affect you?
it got so bad, right, that like I unknowingly.
You see, now you say this, right? You expect it, okay? I tell you first.
So today we have a very exciting guest here with us. Cheryl is especially excited, as you can see. You see him in the cinemas. You see him in your homes, in your phones probably.
And in your dreams.
Oh yes, he's a singer, songwriter, actor, and even a CEO. Let's welcome Glenn Yong!
Hello everyone. Wow.
I want to say that he buy me coffee.
Surreal, yeah. Oh,
He only buy you coffee?
No, hey, I buy for everyone.
We'll cut that out.
She was the one to open the door.
There were a lot of people that were commenting saying why he's shirtless. He just let Leighton Hartono sing lah. So there were quite a few hate comments about this, which I believe you've also seen. And then after that, there was a girl that made a post asking people, can you please explain to me why people are hating on Glenn Yong? So both of these kind of made each other viral. And today we welcome you.
Welcome again!
When you actually got the offer, did you hesitate to say yes?
I did. Because honestly, I feel I'm not qualified. Personally. So I was telling my team like, hey, really or not? They want to put us there. Okay, context, right, is that I only started doing music for a year, right? Like probably last year, 2025 was the first time I actually kind of like stepped up and want to do like music full time, because before that it was all like mainly films and acting.
Yeah.
So like to be able to sing and like perform for Countdown for a 1-year rookie singer, I think it's a huge thing lah.
Huge, I didn't even know you were a singer and then suddenly you're doing a Countdown show.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I feel like the scary part is, right, when they put me on the Countdown show, I look at the roster and the lineup. Wow, I really stress, because it's
Big names.
serious. Okay, first of all, like they got Red Velvet, like K-pop, right?
Yeah.
Then they got all the Singapore Idol people, bro. Like Taufik, Hadi, Sazari, then Nathan Hartono, who took part in like all the China.
Yeah,
And
sing. Yeah.
like and all like amazing local talents, right? Who are full-time singers. And then there's Glenn Yong, bro.
No, honestly,
Like, what the hell, bro? But to us, we saw it as like an opportunity to kind of like have some exposure in terms of singing, because we don't really have a lot of that experience. So we want to like rack up the experience, right?
Oh wait, so at what stage do you know that you're going to be better?
After I agreed. And then, because they were like, you're going to perform your own originals, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to like showcase my own songs. Then after I said, hey, there's a duet. I said, oh, with who? With Nathan.
Yeah.
I thought my team, I thought Nathan singing for 20 over years, eh? Then he like got second place, right, in China. Yeah, I need to sing with him.
I don't think it was like the singing, right? Like people actually found, I don't know lah, somebody has something to say like at some point in time, right? It was about the shirtlessness. So I'm curious, was the plan always to go shirtless?
Okay, in a sense, that is kind of like the branding lah.
Yeah.
Because last year I did a show in Malaysia. It's called Step Dave. So I had to like be full butt naked.
Whoa.
Except for like my...
Butt naked?
Yeah, bro. Like my butt was seen except for the front part.
In Malaysia?
Yeah, dude. Astro Samon. Yeah.
A lot, man.
First time. Okay, but it's the first time.
Oh.
So they pick a Singaporean to do it.
I'm the scapegoat.
What's the thing, like Blackpink want to go there but their skirt is too short, then like Glenn Yong go there, take off your pants.
Guy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so like I worked out really hard and trained for that show. And then after that, we kind of just like maintained that.
Yeah.
So my team and I were like, hey, why not we just like, since you worked so hard for it already, right? And in the next 10 years, you're going to be 40 already.
Yeah.
They're like, if you don't show now, next time you show, people will say you uncle.
Yeah.
So, okay, then
Seize the
let me
moment.
just, let's do it while I'm still like young.
Yeah.
Very logical reason.
No,
Okay. No, the reason I'm curious, I know it's a branding, but because it's on MediaCorp, right? And then like, were they aware? Was it all planned? Or because I would think that MediaCorp has some restrictions. But
Actually,
on
surprisingly, they didn't say anything though.
They say, why you wear jacket?
like, why you wear the pants also?
Hey, no, okay. I can't say for like everyone there, but
Okay.
when we showed them our outfit, they were like, oh, okay, good. So
Okay.
it didn't seem like... Actually, at the New Year's Eve countdown, right, I spoke to most of them backstage, right? And they were all actually super nice, like very encouraging. And they were like, wow, I didn't know you could play drums. Like, hey, actually, like your vocals improved. I've seen your previous like performances. So they were all super nice. So I wouldn't really think about, okay, shit, online is gonna like trash it after that, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know,
You
man.
should think so. You always expect online to be.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, that's how
positive, bro.
that's how I carry myself. You always expect that someone's watching you. You always expect someone scrutinizing you.
But it's damn interesting, So I did kind of like a social experiment. I posted like the same video, Like, so I was doing rehearsal, right?
Mm.
It was raining damn heavily. I only have one shirt. So, okay, that one is not planned one, not planned one. Then I didn't want to, because after my rehearsal, I still have like a couple of meetings to go. So I didn't want my shirt to be wet. I took it off. I went through the rehearsal without wearing a top because it was raining.
Right.
Then we posted a video. And then my team and I were like, hey, let's test out the audience reaction. Like both on Instagram and on TikTok. We post same video, right? On Instagram, I would say 90% is like good comments. Like people were saying like, wow, like good vibes, it looks cool.
Yeah.
On TikTok, right? It's crazy, bro. Like if you see the comments, it's like nasty and
Yeah.
so we're just like, wow, it's damn interesting. Same video, but just very different like reaction from both platforms.
You've been in the public space for a while now. Do you still read the comment section and does it still affect you?
I do read it sometimes. Last time what I used to do is I'll reply to like most of the comments.
Yeah, because just start, right?
Yeah, I just start. Then
slowly
wow,
growing.
like people interested in what you do, then you feel very
Engagement is
kantong,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like wow, you watch my stuff. Hey, thanks. Very happy, right? Then after that, the more you reply, the more you realize got some bad comments. Then you're not sure what to reply. Then you stop. So that's when I kind of like stop. But I think it's I will only read right when people send me. So I think it's my friends. A lot of them damn kaypoh.
Right.
Like, they read for me, then they will screenshot and send to me.
Right.
Then they were like, hey, this person damn CB, yeah, so this kind of thing. Then actually I don't know one, but because
Yeah.
my friend sent ma, then I see it, then I also like, oh, gun.
Yeah.
Then I go and see then when I go and open and see, right, even more like stuff that made me like angry. Then at first I'll ask one of my friends, hey, really, am I really like what they said? Is it that bad? Like am I
Right.
So like obviously the few main things that they say is like cringe, or like this guy rely on looks only, or like he has no talents and shit. So I really went to take all these things and go to the shifus in my life. So I go to my vocal coach, I go to my acting coach, I go to like people that I trust with their sense, and ask them, hey, what do you guys think? Because you guys are like the professional. You all need to let me know so I can improve. Then obviously they give me like constructive feedbacks, but what I realize is a lot of it is just very personal hate. Yeah, it's like a lot of preferences and rather than actually technicalities of stuff.
Yeah.
People hate for the sake of hating.
They're jealous.
It's quite obvious. So like my friends told me, why don't you just go to their profile and see who these people are? So I tap, right?
What's it? Your friends? Who are your friends?
Bro, I tell my friends they're kaypoh one, but okay. I think they come out of good intentions.
No, for sure.
In the beginning. Because they didn't know it will affect me, ma. Yeah. So to us, it was more like, we are a team, let's tackle this issue. Because they also never faced this thing before, bro. Like, I didn't come from like a media family background, you know. Like, this is my first, I'm like literally the first in my friend group and like my family.
And you rose up really quick, to be honest.
I think the sucky part is at night. You know, like after all the busyness dies down, right? You're just at home on the sofa on your bed. Then even if I don't read the comments, I would kind of like think about it. I'll replay a moment. And then I'm angry that I'm affected, if that makes sense. Like, as much as I know it is a lot of personal attacks, harassment, bullying, or whatsoever. And obviously, a lot of it is not true. And a lot of it is really just personal attack to rage bait me, right? The fact that I...
Embittered.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
And the thing is, it got so bad, right? That like I will unknowingly like tear up, bro.
Right.
And then I'll be like, wow, shit, Glenn, you damn weak, bro. Like why are you affected by this? Because there are, as much as all this hate and all these unfortunate things are happening, there's a lot of good stuff that's happening in my life also. But why
A lot.
do I keep freaking concentrating on all these things? And then like, I also don't know how to tell my parents. Because like, their friends would actually, like, you know, all the auntie uncles.
They will screenshot the comments and send your mom?
Bro, like they will,
No.
yeah. No, but they got no bad intentions, one.
Yeah, no, of course. They're just checking in lah.
Yeah, they're just checking like, 你儿子 okay ma? You know, like, is your son okay or not? Like going through all this. Of course, they will send like, hey, we are very supportive of him and like stuff lah.
Yeah.
But my parents also don't really dare to like talk to me about this. So there's this like awkward like vibe at home sometimes.
Yeah.
Like whenever like all these hates come in or like news articles. Recently I had a conversation with my dad that we both actually teared up, yeah, because he was saying like, Didi, I'm so sorry. I have an older brother, so he calls me Didi. He said, Didi, I'm so sorry when we were younger, I couldn't pay like for music lessons and like classes for you. Like, and he said, if I were able to provide all these lessons and help you to upskill yourself, like musically, in your language, or in the things that you're doing today as an artist, then maybe you wouldn't be bashed online
Wow.
for when I really like, hey, don't say this already. Like, it's not your fault. It's really not your fault. Like, I have a house to stay in. I never had to like skip meals. You know, like he still provided enough for us to eat. I have a place to stay. Like, don't apologize for not providing all these lessons for me when I was a kid. For all the things that people are saying online, like it's really not your fault. You know, maybe it's just I need to work harder. That's all. Like you don't blame yourself for not providing enough. But yeah, that was one of the things that really hit me. Like,
It's also because of that you try not to share
yeah,
your downs with
because
them too
if
much.
I share my downs, my parents are so nice that they will try to take responsibility for it and take the blame for it. And that's what I do not want.
Yeah.
Because it breaks my heart, bro. Like, especially when you grow older, you see your parents getting weaker, right?
Yeah.
Like, they are no longer that reliant person in your life. In fact, they have to start to rely on you. And you realize it's a cycle. Like when you were young, you will share your problems with your parents and your parents advise you. But now you're older, you tend to withhold things from your parents because you don't want to worry them.
Yeah.
And your parents are the ones that open up and share about their problems and their struggles. And you are their rock that they rely on. Yeah, I think the dynamics have changed. And that's one of the things that affect me a lot when people are saying stuff online, because I know it gets not just to me, but it gets to my parents.
Yeah.
And even if I can filter things out, I'm not sure if my parents can do that. And I have to look out for their well-being. I think that's a frustrating part.
The truth is that you yourself, you haven't learned this skill yet. You are still
Exactly.
affected.
I'm still trying to like learn how to filter, overcome all these things and just do what I do. And now I have to look out for the people around me who are affected as well.
Yeah.
It is really tough. It is really tough.
Actually, last time when we got hate comments, right, my mother was saying to me, like, Mom, don't send to me. I'm purposely not reading this shit, right? Then my mom, like, she understood that after a while. Then my mom would just reply in Kandiba.
Oh.
Then I did that.
Seriously?
Also, don't do that.
Not that.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to say related to that, I read a super sobering tweet. I don't know what they call it now. X post yesterday that this guy said after a certain age, your parents slowly become your children. They will start asking simple questions, they'll repeat stories, and they'll depend on your patience the way you once depended on theirs. And very few understand or can spot this role reversal. So what looks like inconvenience to you is actually time coming full circle. So don't correct them harshly, don't rush them, and care for them the way they once cared for you. This is not burden. This is repayment wrapped as love.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Now every time my father repeats himself or he like nags at me, right, I take it because I know that like there's gonna be a year that I'm never gonna hear his voice again.
Okay, I feel like everyone has different threshold of like what they can accept and what they cannot accept, right? So I think for myself, it's more of I got to this point where, well, I know I'm still gonna be affected by the comments, like as much as I try to filter that shit out of my life. But I think I've come to a point where this is damn scary for me, right? If 10 years down the road, I regret not doing a lot of things that, you know, because I scared like, of the comments and people saying this, people saying I don't deserve this and that and stuff. So I don't know, man. I just want to live life without regrets. And it's my life, it's not other people's life. So as long as I can 对得了自己, I think that's more important. And it doesn't help that I have a lot of big dreams.
You'll always be out of place.
Yeah, bro, it doesn't help. I have a lot of big dreams, you know, like, and okay, I'm just gonna put it out there, like one of my dreams, right, is to actually have a world tour. And sponsor a world tour.
Okay.
You see,
Maybe
now you say this, right? You
yeah.
expect it, okay? I tell you first.
It's gonna come anyway, lah.
And then your friends don't send to him.
Don't send
Y'all don't
Post
send
it
me.
publicly.
In expecting the hit, right, you will say it differently.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So nothing wrong with setting your intentions, right? It's a dream. Not saying I'm ready yet, but that's what I want to do one day, correct?
Exactly.
So in knowing that people will hate, then what will it be? Like this guy is full of himself, right? So for example, this guy think he sing go on stage one time, want to do world tour, right? So this is the expected comment. So now how you would deliver that piece of information would be that I have a dream I would like to share. But I know when I say this, everybody will think that I don't deserve it, or who the hell do I think I am? But one day I hope I can do a world tour. You already say what your haters gonna say.
Yeah, you took the punchline from them.
Then you walk away. Then you move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
When in your life did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
2024.
But even before, because like you took all the steps together, you got acting coach,
Correct.
you got vocal coach, you took up auditions to get roles. Like at what point do you realize, okay, I want to act, I want to sing?
Okay, I think for acting, right, since young I already knew I want to do it as a job already. And that was because I watched I'm Not Stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. So like that was the first movie that I cried to in the cinema. Yeah. And I watched it with my parents. And at that point of time, right, my parents and I were okay. We're not like distant or anything, but we just don't communicate as much. Because I feel like aside from them asking me what do I want to eat for dinner, lunch, breakfast, nothing much to talk about already. Right? So after that movie, I obviously cried because it's about communication between like parents and like child. And then I remember after the movie, I hugged my parents, I apologized to them. And then my parents also cried and apologized to me for like not listening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, we really managed to communicate better. So that movie, right, genuinely had a huge impact in my relationship with my family. So I thought to myself, if one day I have a job, I want to be an actor so I can have shows like this that can impact people's life. So that was, back in 2002.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, long time ago, damn long ago. So anyway, fast forward, like after I went through like army, uni, then that's when I had to find my first job, right? And then my first job is literally like acting. Yeah, but before that, of course, I got like...
What was that first gig?
Person A.
Person A. I think that
Person
I was
A.
person A or person B or C for like at least 5-6 gigs, bro. Before I actually got like an actual name.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. Got lines or not? Or just no lines?
I think the first 3 or 4 no lines, like just walk past only.
Yeah.
Then the fourth one, I think got one line. I was talking to like the lead or something.
Okay.
But I can't remember what I said.
Progress. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
progress,
glad that this
progress.
works because
Yeah.
I know a lot of professional extras.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're waiting for their chance. But in my head, I'm thinking,
Wait.
I don't think that's how it works.
Mm.
Yeah, but good to see some of them like break out of the extra cycle.
It's canon. Okay, those who are actually serious,
Yeah.
they do have a shot. lah.
There's actually quite an interesting story behind how you landed your first bigger role, The Good Fight.
Okay.
Are you able to share that?
That story was damn funny. So I was actually accompanying like someone for audition.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a cameraman to film that person's casting tape. So I went down to MediaCorp. Then the person supposed to do some like wushu shit but he doesn't really know how to do it also somehow. But it's okay. Like we're all young, we have dreams.
Yeah.
So I was filming. Then after that, the producer of the show is Zheng Geping.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
and he was doing the casting, like an open casting. He saw me filming like the audition tape. Then he came to me. He said, "Hey, 你会不会打武术还
Do
是
you know how to
跆拳
fight?
道？" Then I said, "Oh, 我会." But actually, I don't know, sir. I don't know why I say I know. I just blurt out. Then I like die. I don't know. I only know wrestling. Yeah, so anyway, like he took out the I don't even know what is it called, the punching bag thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked me to kick a few times.
Oh.
So I just kick, punch. Then he's like, okay. How's your Chinese? I was CLB, by the way. How you ping, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, at the point of time.
Yeah.
Bro, my O level only
Choke them with that
wo ni ta.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all. The other words are all English Chinese ping. Okay.
No, I see.
So anyways, I say I can Chinese also. Yeah, then after he said, okay, very good. Then the next thing I know, right, he set up another meeting. Then they sent like this Chinese script. I had to Google translate like that 3-page. 90% of the page was Hanyu Pinyin. I wrote down everything.
Oh.
Yeah, then after that.
Hardworking eh.
Yeah, the people don't see.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I think. Hey, don't
You know that or you-
I think
Let's say I cannot. Hey, don't. Hey,
I say it for you. I say it for you.
I should really look at you.
Yeah,
You compliment him, you're so scared.
Sorry.
Hey, really now I scared when people
No, you should
compliment. I really scared,
how you should
bro.
live your
Hey, don't compliment me. Really. Yeah,
But you got the part.
yeah lah. Then eventually got a part, lor. So that's how I got it. It was really pure accident.
Did Zheng Keping ever call your bluff?
Okay, he knew I didn't have it wasn't refined lah. But then again, these people, right? All I can say is they saw something that I didn't know I have.
Okay.
Yeah, like they all said it was potential.
Right.
So the thing is, it is because of all their belief, right? That I feel like, okay, there might be something hidden deep down that I don't even see that I want to try to bring it up.
Yeah.
And even right now in 2026, I'm still trying to bring that shit out of myself, because I still feel damn ordinary. And like now it's just that it's worse now because if you look at the news, you look at social media, it is a lot about like, okay, I personally feel I'm being put on a pedestal and that scares the shit out of me. Because if I feel I'm qualified, right, okay, then I'll feel like, okay, I'm ready to like go out there and show what I have to offer and give. But the thing is, I also know there's a lot of things I still need to work on.
When you say hard work, what does it actually look like? Because people think, you actor memorize line then.
Okay, I can't really say for everyone else though, because some people, they're really damn talented. They read through once, they can memorize it. But for me, maybe my memory is not as good, so I really have to like go through a lot of times the script before I can actually verbalize it properly. But I think one thing that really was at a disadvantage was because I was from CLB and mainly I act in Chinese like stuff. So I will have to Google Translate. Now it's better because I took like Mandarin lessons.
Right.
I'm still going for it weekly right now. So
Wow.
I would say like now the whole page I can read 80% already.
Okay.
Wow, that's
It's just like,
basic.
yeah,
Like,
like,
can read newspaper already, yeah, that's basic.
I mean, I can understand. There are still like 20% I cannot read, like
Right.
some of the harder like vocab, but mainly I can understand already. So last time, right, like to maybe memorize one script, I have to translate first to even be able to read. And then second step is after I read, I need to understand because a lot of vocab I don't understand. Yeah, so I have to like go and search what does this word mean, what does this word mean. So like usually it takes like 2-3 hours. It's damn sian one.
Wow.
Like I think a lot of times they damn fast, you know, like half an hour they done, they can do their stuff. But I have to spend a lot of time to go and translate, understand. I would say that happened for like 22, 23, until 24. 24, that's when I start to feel like, okay, my Chinese is like, improve a bit.
Earlier, you talked about how, watching the I Not Stupid movie, and then that was a big moment for you and your family, right? And then it kind of come full circle when you ended up being in I Not Stupid 3.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes, as a
Wild.
teacher.
so I'm quite curious, like, how your relationship with your parents has also evolved, like, over the years, right? Because in the first place, they are not people who are showbiz people, like you've mentioned. When you wanted to go to showbiz, they also insisted that you go get a degree first. And then, and then now, getting the hate comments, they also see that, how has your relationship with them been?
Okay, I think my parents are really the best. Like they're super supportive. Even though yes, they do want me to get a degree first, but it's also out of like good intentions, like in case your artist career doesn't turn out well, you have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
I think my parents, they're really not like the typical Asian parents though. They don't really have like a ideal route for me to go. They always just ask me like, what do you want to do? What do you like to do?
Right.
And then for my mom, she's really like cheerleader. My mom damn cute one. She's like a kid. She doesn't know how to give the best advice.
Okay.
In fact, sometimes she will give like very
Pretty
shitty.
shitty.
Yeah. Then my dad was like, hey, 你不要, don't talk so much. Like, it's like, she'll tell me to do things that will get me cancelled.
Oh no.
Like, hey, hello, relax. Yeah, my mom is just a kid lah, very supportive, right? But I don't know, man. Like she's just very like 情绪价值 oh. She will just keep encouraging me and telling me like, hey, son, like you're the best. Like mommy love you. In my mom's eyes, you're like. And
Was he always
that
like
helps.
that?
That
Was he
actually
always
helps.
like that?
Yeah,
His
it always.
relationship with your mom since you were a
always
young
like
boy.
that. Yeah, because my mom, right, when I was in primary school, like our school was I think like 5-10 minutes away if you cycle. If you walk, it's maybe 30 minutes, right? So every morning she would like cycle me and my bro to school and then cycle us back. Yeah, and like she won't complain one,
Yeah.
And because of that, I remember it gave her like freckles on her face because she's always
Shit.
she was always in the sun. So I remember like after that whole 6 years of primary school, then she got a lot of freckles on her face. Like she got damn affected, but she never complained. I think in the recent years because I'm in the media industry, so like sometimes we have like shoots together, like mom and son shoot for like some advertisement and stuff lah. She'll get damn conscious about it. Yeah, and I really feel bad that happened because like those times she was always under the sun. So I think my mom is really someone that I'll hold close to, like it is a dream. That's why previously I mentioned like doing the world tour thing. I think one of the main reasons why I want to do that is also because I want to bring my parents along and my friends along as I travel around the world to work, because my mom really loves to see different cultures and see different things as a kid, but she didn't get to do that because we obviously weren't well to do enough to do that lah. It was only through like now these few years, we're doing like more comfortably. So yeah, I think my parents, they're really solid rock in my life. And the problem that I face now with them, right, is that the retirement happened last year, and then my dad became so free that he felt lost.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is another thing
It's a fucking Singaporean
I need to share with everyone.
Yeah.
You thought you achieved your dream done, settled,
Yeah.
right? No, man. Now he say, I feel very lost with my life.
Nothing to do.
I feel a bit useless, yeah. Like he's like, they're like, hey,
Right.
you retired.
So enjoy. Rest.
Now you say you feel very lost. Then I also like, shit, should I have not retired him? I suddenly don't know what to do,
That's
So-
what hobbies are for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
okay,
okay, my dad, aside from playing mahjong, he don't really have much hobbies.
Right.
Yeah. So
I can read
Nice.
I drag him to work out with me lah. Like,
Oh.
we
Okay.
go exercise together.
So you might see him shirtless soon. If you follow the workout
As long,
regime.
as long as he healthy, can already lah. Don't need to. Yeah.
So he got potential, like. So
got potential.
I noticed you from our girls go army,
Yeah.
and then I remembered we engaged you for an event. So at that time I don't know you, and I don't understand Glenn Yong what it's about yet. Until that day, right, at the event, like we've worked with and we've engaged multiple actors, actresses, and celebrities in Singapore. It's not like they don't have a strong fan base, they do. But the strong fan base are like okay, this person is gonna be at this mall, y'all wanna come, and then they just they wait there.
It's from a distance lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yours is a little bit different. It's the first time in Singapore I see it. There were a group of, like, at the event that we engaged you at, there were a group of people just waiting there. So we also don't know what they're waiting for, but go like food for is food for, ma, Then after that, he showed up, and then it was like guppies.
Yeah. They follow.
Yeah.
There were like 10 people at
More.
50.
More.
There were 50
least.
More
like
than that.
girls. Honestly, we made this joke, it's like you pay them or what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know it back then. It's like because like they were just waiting there and following him around, and I've never seen that effect on any other celebrity in Singapore.
Yeah, it's almost Korean, like K-pop, like almost that, like there's these chat groups that are happening and people, hey, I heard he's gonna be here, and then they all like share information.
Regarding about that, right, I did thought about it because obviously at the beginning when this happened, I was very excited. In fact, I felt very like, oh, me and my parents proud.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, damn, like in Singapore, there isn't really this culture, you know, like fan culture for local artists or celebs or content creators, but this actually happened while I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I thought it was something that is cool and amazing. But then again, that whole like difference between what I'm doing and probably other celebs and artists are doing in Singapore, it also became something that came to bite me in the ass. Because
Why?
people started saying like, hey, because it looks like a K-pop kind of like vibe, right? But I'm not a K-pop artist. I've not received any like K-pop training. So then it turns out to become like damn cringe. Because this person not K-pop. You know, but his fan base operate like it's a K-pop thing.
So I think on, a lot of the comments that we see actually talk a lot about, your looks, your body, and they feel that maybe you got to where you are due to like pretty privilege and all that, right? Does that actually, dredge up like, feelings of insecurity, and like how do you process that?
I don't know, because to me, right, like, okay, even a few years ago when I first debuted, like 21, right, like nobody really said like I'm good looking or anything. It is only something that I think happened last year.
Oh.
I don't believe you never thought you were handsome until last year.
Okay.
Can you come here?
Keep it together.
No. Really.
So did you?
Okay. I think what everyone see is like, you already do your makeup and hair. But what I see most of the time is me at home with my hairband, with my home clothes and shit. So I won't really think about that as much.
Yeah.
It's really just grooming. Like honestly, it's really just grooming.
Can you teach me how to groom?
Yeah. I think you need to teach a lot of people.
So I saw like people even commented. So like my friends, like, they arrange a birthday celebration, right? So they book like a cafe kind of stuff. It's damn sweet. It's really damn sweet.
Like your fan group.
Yeah. Okay, and damn surprising, bro. Like it's like 100 over of them,
Wow.
and they bring posters on it. So to me, it's like shit. Like,
Yeah.
wow, I also feel like I'm a star.
You got sit down and ask them why.
Okay, I got asked. They say because you are so ordinary, but yeah, you dare to chase after your dreams, and that inspire us.
That's
So we want to
amazing.
support you.
Yeah.
You know, I know they support me. They never say I like damn talented, bro. They
They say you dare to chase.
It's the daring part.
But it's okay. I take it because like they say I make now people feel like they can do it also. So
Right.
okay lah, I take that as a win also, you know.
Yeah.
You talk about how people find there are these cringe comments because people find that you are trying to be something that you are not. And, we also see on Reddit people call you like, oh, you want to be this kind, right? And I'm wondering like how do you feel like who you are showing to the audience is actually you? Because there's this feeling of inauthenticity that people find that they don't like.
That is something that I'm also questioning myself because like it kind of just comes out. Then I watch my playback, right? Then so that's how I'm like on stage. Or like, that's how I'm like at events when I'm talking to like people and stuff. So I know this sounds a bit like weird, like how come it's like that? But I'm also like an audience of myself trying to see what I will do in different situations, you know. So like,
Do you think this is a sign of you being overly conscious about yourself?
I don't know if it's overly conscious. I think to me it's more of I'm trying to understand myself also. Because like I don't have any benchmark, right? So sometimes in certain situations, like even in this podcast, I don't know how am I gonna be like. I just attend and go like and see what comes out lah. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't know like there's that side of me. You know. So in regards to like the inauthenticity thing, like I think I'm still trying to find like my persona on stage or even like as an artist. But I think most importantly, I spent like 2024. So 2024 I was really depressed. Yeah, because I felt like I was just going from events to events and like working, shooting. I didn't really have time to break and live a normal life. So I wasn't really seeing my family and my friends. So I took a 3 months break. Then I went to like New Zealand, Canada, you know, like all the nature scenery place, right? Just to get away from all the noise. And I remember at New Zealand, I was telling my friends like, hey, I'm damn happy. I think I can be a fisherman and like just like hack all the noise in Singapore, you know. Then after that I realized, hey, no. If I do that, I'm just wasting like everything I've built. And also, it's not who I am. Because while it is nice to take a break and like shut off from the world, right? I also realized I enjoy doing like music, being in front of camera and like doing whatever I'm doing in Singapore. So it's more like just a balance. So that was when I found, okay, this is something I really love to do. I only hate the online comments, things that come along with it, lack of privacy, or like people just like talking about my life, giving me inputs that I don't need, you know. So I just need to learn how to filter out all this while still doing things I love, which is like acting, music and stuff.
Why do you think that Singaporeans don't support local talent as much, especially on the way up? When they become famous internationally, of course, we all like, no, JiaJia.
I can't really say for sure why, because I think probably a lot of them have very different reasons. But I can only say what, like, based on my experience, you know, and there's a few things like, first of all, they say like the standard in terms of like the films or like the music is not good enough as compared to overseas, which I think is true to a certain extent because there's like budgeting issues, story, you know, like if you want to compare a MediaCorp show and a Netflix show, like the standard is obviously very different, you know, and I think budget does plays a huge part in that. And in terms of music, if you're doing English music here, right, you're essentially fighting against like people who are doing music in US, in LA, and the environment there that is so supportive of their creative works as compared to Singapore, which is, I would say, mainly tech, finance, you know, AI focus. It is just not the best environment to do anything creative, to be very honest. I mean, even if you compare Singapore and Malaysia, right? Like this is just an observation that I realized. Like in Malaysia, like the ecosystem there is crazy and people really support like the content creators there. And there's this like Malaysia pride, you know, like even if they're not at the best yet, but that kampong spirit is damn strong. Like people really just support. And even within like the artists and creators circle, right? Everyone share resource, man. Like they don't really gatekeep stuff. And I can say this because I'm in the system, you know, like I'm not some bullshit online citizen that like talk shits. Like, and I do feel that in Singapore, there isn't a lot of collaborations, not as much compared to overseas. There aren't a lot of like support, like especially like sharing resources or advice. So I don't know, just in Singapore, there's this very super individualistic mindset. And when someone is doing well, instead of celebrating for that person, they think about shit, how the hell did that person do that? And how can I prevent that person from stealing my job or like prevent that person from taking my resources rather than let's just support him, let's just support her and like we see how we can bring like all of us up as a country or as a whole community. So that's what I realized.
I have an answer for you from Hentai Boy 96.
Please.
Wow.
96.
Actually, hentai is such a
His username is very questionable.
Yeah.
It's a Reddit comment. So he actually talked about how it was on a thread about you lah, because there was a viral video.
Wait, there's a thread.
I think don't see.
No, like tell him what he needs to know.
Stop telling him that he has all these
Just tell
things.
him what he
because
needs to know.
this video I think you know about, which was somebody asked, like, can somebody explain to me, like I'm 5, why is there so much hate on Glenn Yong? And this went viral on TikTok. So then this transferred to Reddit essentially, but it's the same thread. So this person made a very interesting point in that Singaporeans are fundamentally raised on the idea that to have value in the world means to compete for a very limited pool of social esteem, that in order for you to succeed, somebody must fail and vice versa. And with this combined with like educational success, ability to generate wealth and position of authority, you get these toxic ideas of what it means for you to need to justify your existence. And so therefore, when you see somebody very successful and you feel like maybe, oh, I work so hard, then this person doesn't look like they work hard, then you feel like they don't deserve it, I deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, then comes like the hate
Yeah.
comments and all that. So it's the direct opposite of his fans actually. Like, you know, just
Actually,
now,
yeah, that's true. That's
just now you mentioned that the reason why your fans like you is the
It's the reason
Yes,
people don't like you.
yeah. Interesting.
I think it's in that sense where if someone is doing better than me, that person better be perfect because I'm really working so hard. So if I see the way you dig your nose, right, not as nice, or you never defend your fans, or the way you talk might have done like something that look like a smirk. To me, it's like, why are you all putting him on a pedestal? He's not perfect one. And I feel like by and large, even my friends from Korea or understanding celebrity culture in Korea, or friends that actually went for K-pop training, actually the truth is that even within Korea, right, nobody support you until you make it also.
Right.
So actually, if I'm not wrong, I think it's harsher in Korea. Because even now, your fans are so protective on how you dress. You know, a bit of cleavage, you are slut.
Wow.
Right? Even though you are full-blown star, you make it already.
Well, then like, you cannot date. There's a lot of like rules.
Correct. And they hold you to that standard because they also work them hard. They know you also work them hard. But like, if you are going to get this level of success versus I get this level of success, you better be perfect.
That is true, bro. But one thing I realized also, right, in Singapore is that while all these international stars, they have both sides of the coin, right? Like there's that hate, but their fans are also super like loud. But in Singapore, right, it's kind of lopsided. The fans are damn quiet, and then the hate is damn loud. And I can say this because, dude, like a lot of people actually DM me after like that whole New Year's Eve countdown thing, right? And obviously what you see online, publicly, the comments are all like shit, or it's a bad performance, whatever. But there are actually a lot of good DMs that came.
But they will DM you, they won't comment.
They will DM, then they will like say, I'm a silent supporter. I've been following you for the past 3 years. I really love it. Then like they'll say a lot of encouraging stuff.
This is the PAP story.
Dude,
Internally, he's like, hey, how come they don't want to post it out publicly?
I'm like,
But you cannot ask also.
yeah,
Yeah,
cannot, I mean,
that's why.
obviously, I cannot,
Yeah,
can you
that's
share this DM? I'm like, what, dude, how can I say stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
right? But do I secretly wish they type that out on a comment that everyone can see? Of course, I will feel that way lah, like because like it is very touching, you know, like the things they say, like really, I will cry one like when I read some because it's really very encouraging. But then suddenly it will hit me at the back of my head. Hey, Siala, why you never post?
I think there's also a Singaporean culture or mindset where like everything local is like bad, right? So like local films not good, or like Singapore got nothing to do, or I want to move to a different country, right? But when it's suddenly Singapore versus another country, like someone else attacks Singapore, no, Singapore's the best. Like, how dare you?
That's true.
And so then when it's like Nathan Hartono going to sing China, it's like, let's go, that's my boy, you know? So then suddenly there's that support. I think you pair those two together, right? Very, very toxic and dangerous.
So I think there is a very common dilemma, right? Where people say, you know, you put yourself online, getting hate is part and parcel of being a celebrity. So just suck it up lah. Versus, like, when do you have to stand up for yourself? Because there are also instances where, you know, you have done, like, you reply comments or you put Instagram story and then that also goes viral, right?
Okay, first of all, the thing about like people say you are a celebrity, you should suck it up, right? I do think as a celebrity or like a public figure, you do have to like take the public remarks. Even if you're like a politician, you're a public figure, athlete, you have to take it, you know. But I think sometimes people forget that these are all like human beings too. And human beings do feel you do get affected as much as you don't want to, right? So I can't change how this society thinks because a lot of times these people that comment all these things, they are not really the ones that is public facing. But a lot of people who are in the industry or like fellow peers, right? You don't really see them saying that.
Yeah.
Because they know how it feels to be in this position. They know how it feels to feel that heat, you know?
No, but there's some people that really process that properly. People like JiaJia, it really doesn't bug her one. I really try and dig her brain to like, cannot be unfazed by this. She's like, as long as there's no physical threat and she's not legally liable to anything, right? She say hate is engagement and she leaves that down one, which I super respected her for that. Yeah,
It's true.
it's like, yo, like if the world wants to give you this opportunity, then you want to say no and cock block yourself, man.
Yeah, lor.
Just do
Bro,
it and
that's the
live up
freaking
to it,
mentality,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Like, because that's why like my team and I were like, hey, just do lah. Like, even though we think we don't deserve, just do
It's similar
first
to your boss want to promote you to be director, and you're like, but I'm not really ready. Are you gonna say no? If you say no, then you wait another 4 years, you wait for your director to die or quit, then you get to be director, you know. But this is your one window. You either say yes, you try and live up to the job and learn how to do it well. Then you're gonna get a few complaints along the way, and then before you know it, 6 months later, you are a full-fledged director of a department. The mentality of the way you fly and travel is completely different. Yeah, and that's because you said yes and you endured that 3 complaints along the way up. So I think for you, I think it's to reduce who's listening. right? Who you ask for your feedback. Don't ask everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like you ask someone on your team because if you fail, they fail, right? If Glenn Yong sucks now, then they got no job. You ask someone from your team that you trust, someone from a family member to protect your heart, and then 2 or 3 friends that are not your fans, and you only listen to them, and then everybody else don't matter because they have no stake in your future. Yeah.
True.
I listened to some of your new songs, right? And then it sounds like you've been hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you feel is like the biggest thing that you learned from your previous relationships that you want to do differently, or you know you are looking out for a different thing now?
The previous relationship I had, right? I really thought I was gonna marry her.
Wow.
Like we both were working towards marriage. But I think one of the key things that didn't work out wasn't because we didn't love one another, but I think our incompatibility was too obvious already. And I don't want to dive into details because I think I do want to protect her on that as well. Because we all do have our strengths and weaknesses, but it is pretty obvious, both of us, there were some things that we couldn't meet in the middle. And we both knew that. So I think that is the hardest thing because you didn't break up because someone cheated. You didn't break up because there was something bad that happened, but you just knew that you can't have a future if you both want this and you know you can't meet at the middle. So
That feels worse. That feels like breaking up with a best friend.
exactly. She was my best friend, bro. She's really an amazing person.
I'm sure.
Yeah. That's why like that did give her inspiration to the newer songs that I've written. Actually there are more coming out soon. Also heartbreak related to love because the whole EP is about love. Like
Right. All these songs you write
yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
No collaborator.
Oh no, I do have a lyricist.
So
So like I write with the lyricist, but the melody and stuff we came out with it.
right.
Yeah, so-
Sick.
Because I feel like the music, right? I'm focusing not so much about like the technicalities of stuff, but it's more of I want to tell my story. I want to express it. So it has to come from me. It shouldn't be someone else's
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
When was the last time you dated someone seriously?
Wow, talking about the last time I dated someone seriously, 2024.
Oh, that's
Oh.
okay.
2024.
What's your
Yeah.
type?
Yeah. Yo.
Why? Why? Why?
No,
No problem, no problem.
Valid
Yeah,
question.
well,
Valid question.
Everyone
valid
wants to
question,
know.
valid question.
All the girls in
You
Singapore
like
want to
brown
know.
hair?
Good question.
Brown hair, black top.
Wow.
Eh? Yo.
What did you say?
So happened to
Brown hair, black top.
Oh, brown hair and black cock.
I used to think I have a type, but then now it changes along the way because I'm also growing and changing.
Yeah.
You know, like last time I really like the super 女强人 vibes and
Yeah.
like very strong woman, knows her shit.
Yeah.
But then I did dated like people like that.
Yeah.
Then I
You
realized
every day kena
I'm not really. I know
Sorry,
people that
okay.
gonna gun by such.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of us we know, but like the bad thing is because I'm also very driven in my own
Yeah.
like career, right? And then she's also very driven in her own stuff. Then there's barely any communication, and it almost feels like we don't really need each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that relationship doesn't feel like relationship.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Right.
So now you need
Yeah.
a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Not really, but just balance. Or I feel like when someone is strong, right,
Right.
at what they do and they know their shit, but in a relationship they also have that soft
Yeah.
feminine side. I think that's super attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you last dated, right, in 2022,
Mm.
do you have to keep 2024? Do you have to keep it a secret?
Not really. I mean, I don't post about it,
Yeah.
but I think the people around me knows.
Cause like I don't know, like some might think that it might affect fandom, you know, like fans now. think like,
yeah.
Actually,
Or depends on your friends.
okay.
Your friends like be violent or possessive. Then it's like,
Then
it's for the safety of her now.
Okay, I think still okay. I think my
Okay.
fans, they are like quite. In fact, they keep asking me to find a girlfriend.
Oh.
Can I ask, do you feel like you peaked like too early? Like you are like 20 plus, right? But a lot of the things that maybe you've talked about or dreamed about when you were younger, you've already achieved it.
I do feel like, okay, there is a certain peak. Yeah, like, wow, all of a sudden, like the social media blew up, the endorsements come, like the brand deals. And I don't take it for granted because I look at a lot of seniors within the industry. They took like 10 years at least to get there, you know. So some of them, they really told me, hey, you must really seize the opportunity because it took all of us so long to get what you have in just 2 years, and you need to capitalize on like all of this right now. But then again, I think when I went overseas for like work trips and I saw like overseas celebrities, that really humbled me a lot. Because you're like standing beside a Korean and like China celeb, then you see like their entourage.
Okay.
Then you see their fans. You see like the media. So like I was at an event overseas, right? Like there's photo wall taking. And honestly, like I was very excited because you always see like Hollywood celebs, they go through like all this photo wall and like light splash, right? Like, wow, I gotta experience it first time. So I walk out, right? Then first time in my life, I experienced a camera flash. I was like, oh my god, like so this is how it feels like. So
surreal,
I pose, shh, okay, done. I walk out, right? Then few minutes later, a Korean celeb walked out.
Who?
Bro, Jungkook.
Wow.
Bro, the camera is like non-stop. It's like a million times more than mine, bro. Then I'm like, wow. So this is like what a real celebrity is like. I'm merely there for the experience. Like they probably just like, just 意思意思, like just take quickly go so that the big celeb come and we can like have our proper photos. But I'm really thankful that I get to experience something like that lah. But that whole experience really humbled me to think, what do you mean I've picked, man? Like there's zero pick, because when you go overseas, they honestly don't even care so much about what we do here in Singapore. And that's not because they are that proud or anything, but I think it's just simply our content or our stuff is not hitting overseas market as much.
Okay.
Like, for example, our films here, maybe at most is Malaysia, but even then it's not super huge in Malaysia also. But if you think about Thailand, Korea, Japan, China, like their shows are very global. Or even their musicians there, like K-pop, J-pop, and even like Thai like pop, it is very global right now. So their reach is so huge, right? That their fan base is all over the world. People there don't really consume our stuff. So I can't really say you've picked, because when you interact with people from overseas, other artists, celebrities, you realize how small you are, and you realize that, oh my god, there's so much more I need to work on, and there's nothing much to be like howling about lah, Yeah, so I think those overseas trips that I've been going to for the past few years really showed me that the world is really everyone's oyster, and like if you think Singapore is like a huge pool, it's actually just a small pond. It's an ocean out there, and I really encourage more creatives, more artists to go out of Singapore and venture and like hit the overseas market.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the episode. A big thank you to Glenn for joining us and being
thanks
open
for
with
having
us.
me.
Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And remember not to compliment him.
No, compliment publicly.
Just kidding.
What's like the craziest like party or invitation you ever gotten?
Probably the one with Jackson is the craziest because it was so random. Like the story behind that, right, is I don't know him personally. This was back in 2022. I went for his concert, right, because a friend invited. And obviously, like, everybody loves Jackson. He's funny, he's very talented, and he's very well liked. So I went for his concert. It was a great concert. I enjoyed it. I was on my way home. I went to take the MRT. And then suddenly someone from his team called.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah. And then like they were like, hey, are you around the stadium? We heard like you're at a concert. And I was like, I just left at the MRT, stadium MRT. like great.
My limo or what?
Bro, I tell you, I damn ordinary. Okay. Then after that, the person was like, anyways, Jackson wants to like meet you, like backstage. Like, could you come over now? And then I was like, wait, what? Then like, yeah, like Jackson want to meet you. Like, then I said, now? Like, yeah, now. Then okay. I come now. But the MRT already moved, so I had to like get out next station, then take the MRT back, bro. Damn shit, I tell you. I'm like, walao, they call me already. They're waiting for me.
Someone call you there.
Waiting for train.
Next station.
Yeah, so I took the train back to the stadium. I ran all the way to like the indoor stadium, like the back door area lah. Then somebody from his team like picked me up, went to the backstage, went to the makeup room. And I saw how his team went. People there like, wow, siao, this is a bit crazy. Siao.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just watched him from stage, Then the POC was like, okay, hold on, we'll get him out. Then he came out. And he's just like, hey, then he hugged me. So I'm like, hey! And in my mind, I'm still like, what the fuck is going on? He said, like, hey, like, we saw like some of your stuff. Like, my team showed me some of your stuff. And like, we thought it was really cool. So we just want to invite you to hang.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, like, okay, like, hang, let's hang. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, like, we were like talking backstage, and then like he was really nice though. He was asking me like what's my dream, what I want to do. Yeah, and like if there's any advice he can give. So it came from a very empowering like point of view, and like coming from someone that I've never met before, and like genuinely just wanted to like hang because he saw like the stuff I put out, and he wanted to like be a big bro to say lah.
Wow.
So he introduced me to his best friend and his business partner Henry. I think they're childhood friends. He runs Team Wearing Design, the apparel side of stuff. Yeah, and then like we all hung, and then we went to Maki afterwards to like hang out.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we were at Resorts World, yeah, because he had like a event there at the
Right.
aquarium. So like we were like just chatting, eating and stuff also. So it was like 2 days of hangout. It was
Wow.
really cool. It was really cool.
Did
Yeah.
you ever find out how he got in touch with you?
I think his team like knew people in Singapore, and then they went to
Right.
find out my number.
Wow.
I see.
Yeah, and that was back in 2022. Like I wasn't hard to get a hold of lah, to be honest. Yeah, it was
You were
quite-
still picking up everybody's phone call.
Yeah, dude, like spam call, scam call, I also pick up. Yeah.
That's why he always at ICA building.
Yeah, so that was a really good experience. And then every time when he's back, like they will reach out and then we will hang.
Oh, so nice.
it's very empowering, like very nice guy.